Welcome to yet another episode of the Mpumalanga Runners podcast. You are with Phumzile Jekwelin, aka Mrs. K. Hope batla ukampita kijimastula movement because waiziba. Listen, today I am with the chairperson of, I don't want to say this tagline, but let me just say I am with the chairperson of Bellas Athletics Club right here in Nelspruit. Kinali Miss Phumzile Nxumalo. Welcome, Miss Chairperson of Bellas Athletics Club.
Thank you so much, Layelo.
It's a great honor to have you here because I have so many questions. First things first, I want us to clear out an issue that's going on in this province, or rather everywhere else where people run. Are you the biggest club in the Lowveld?
Yes, we are the biggest club in Mpumalanga. Yes, you have asked the right question. We are the biggest club. I think you can see the beauty, you can see, look at you, Slayelo. Look at you. Okay, thank you.
Well, as you heard it yourself, viewers, we have the chairperson of the biggest club in the Lowveld. Listen, we'll unpack why are we called the biggest club. I'm very biased today. I'm a we. Chairperson, let's just get right into business. The existence of the club. When was it formed? How? Why? The reasons, if there were any reasons, and what are we doing?
Okay, let me start with your introduction to say we are the biggest club. Bellas Athletics Club was formed in 1817. I'm not confused. It was born 1817. That was on a lighter note. The club was formed in 2018, officially so, but it started unofficially so on the roads of Nelspruit in 2017, where the young and the restless were roaming the street, running, trying to find themselves. So the club was born, but it was not officially launched. And then it came into official existence in 2018. The reason why the club was formed is because we wanted a place where we all belong. You know, we're running, some going to the east, some going to the west, some going to the north, some going to the east. And we wanted a place where we'll all come together and run and become a family away from our families. Some of the people that are in Nelspruit are not originally from Mpumalanga. Some of the people are coming from, you know, all over the country, all over the world. So we wanted a place where we'll all come together and say, this is our family away from family, from our biological families. So the club started, and when the club started, it started in another place called Belladonna. There, you know, people were meeting there, going to different directions, and in that corner called Belladonna, Bellas Athletics Club was born. And today, Bellas Athletics Club is one of the biggest clubs in Lowveld because of the things that I've already mentioned, to say that we're having people that are coming from all walks of life. So, yeah, that's how the club started. And you know, we have the young and the restless in the club. You know, you name them, Bo Sizwe, you name them, Bo Charles, Bo Zala, you name them, you know, there is a lot of bosses Patega, you name them. Those people are still even running today, you know. So, yeah, that's how Bellas Athletics Club was formed, Slayelo. I'm not sure if I've left out anything.
No, I get everything, the young and the restless. I think when I joined, I was the restless, and then I became the young. Now I'm both the young and the restless.
Yes.
So there's this thing about the name Bellas. We all thought it was Bellas Athletics Club when it was formed because of Belladonna. But then later on, we then found out that it's actually, Bella is a flower. And I think that's where the colors came from, the lavender, purple, and white. I think that's where the colors from. Correct me if I'm wrong?
No, you're 101% correct, Slayelo. It's not only the place where it was born, but also the flower that you're talking about, and also the colors that you're talking about, and the colors that you're exactly wearing, the colors that I'm exactly wearing.
All right. In the years, Bellas has grown. It has hosted races. I want you to take me back to the first race that was ever hosted by the club just after COVID. If we can talk about that so that our viewers can know.
The first race that we hosted as Bellas Athletics Club was a race that we held at Mbombela Stadium, around Mbombela Stadium at Matafeni. You know, it was a very, very interesting race. You know, when you are new in something, you know, you have that excitement, that hype, you go all out, you wanted to make the whole thing the best ever. You know, I remember that day I was wearing a beautiful hat, you know, with my team. We came with water points, we came with marshals, we came with all kind of, you know, people that were serving on that day. You know, it was so beautiful. It was a 32-kilometer race that we were doing around Matafeni. It was so beautiful. And I remember very well, after that race, we had a march where we were marching against gender-based violence. We went to another center in Matafeni where there was something that was happening there. We went out with our placards to show the world, to say, as Bellas Athletics Club, we stand against gender-based violence. That's why even still today, we are still holding those placards in our hearts, in our minds, and as we run on daily basis to say, as a club, no gender-based violence. So yeah, that was the first race that we held as Bellas Athletics Club.
Thank you, Chair. When you speak gender-based violence, it hits home because unfortunately we lost one of our members due to that. So I think that was also the drive. It became more of a drive to say we've experienced it firsthand. So let us teach everybody out there and all runners about this pandemic that we have. Now, you host a race, an official race, 32 kilometers, and then now you have now gone into the no gender-based violence, then you do a race. If you can maybe take me back about the first official gender-based violence race where we held it at Mbombela. If you can just take me back about the experience, what you learned, or rather as a club, what we learned in that.
As a club, what we learned is that gender-based violence is something that is not affecting a certain group of people, but it's something that is affecting the entire nation. You know, if I remember very well, on that day, we had people from all walks of lives that are also supporting the mission that we are on in terms of gender-based violence. SAPS was in the house, the magistrates were in the house, we had a dialogue, you know, where they were teaching people, people asking questions about what is this gender-based violence all about? How does it happen? To whom does it happen? You know, we always have this negative perception to say the people that become exposed or involved in gender-based violence, it's people that are uneducated, it's stupid people, forgetting with each gender-based violence is something that builds up over time, you know, because of issues that we are failing to deal with on our day-to-day lives. So if I remember very well, that was a very beautiful race that we hosted, because it went over and above what we planned as a club to be doing, in terms of, it was not only about running, but it was also about awareness raising. Yeah.
No, thank you very much. Your passion through that as a club is growing even to other provinces, because when you go run anywhere else and you're wearing Bellas, they say, oh, GPV. So now, let's speak 2020. What year are we in? 2025?
Yes,
let's speak 2025.
Yes.
Plans for 2025?
2025, we are continuing with our gender-based violence race as we did in 2024. We'll be having it in August, the month of August, which is a Women's Month. We are going to have it from White River, where we normally run, coming back to Mbombela, as we always run. And 2025 gender-based violence race is going to be the bigger and better in so many ways. We have been doing it, and we are bringing new ideas, new innovations. You know, there are people that are coming from outside Mbombela that are saying that they're going to partner with us and make sure that this race is a success. You know, there are people that have passion about gender-based violence. So 2025 GBVF race, it's going to be bigger, better, and be the best. So don't miss out.
The date is the 9th of August, 2025. Elephant in the room. You guys, now it's you guys. You hosted Makonja Mountain Marathon. Runners came, they cried, they whatnot. How is the feeling? How as a club chairperson, what is the feeling inside when such a big race is a big and tough race is hosted by a big small club?
Sly, big small club. Whom are you referring to? We are not a big small club. We are a big club. Makonjwa race, it's a very, it has mixed emotions, mixed feelings. You know, when you run Makonjwa, it is a tough race. But the beautiful view as you run along that route, you know, you don't feel the pain because there's mountain, there's tranquility. You know, there's peace of mind. You know, there's no traffic, there are no people, there's no noise, there's nothing. You know, you connect with God, you connect with nature, you connect with whatever that you're doing. Tough as it might be, as people are putting it, I don't know, I haven't seen the tough part of the Makonjwa race. I've done a little bit of it. I'm not sure what the tough part of it is coming from. For me, that is the nicest and the beautiful race, and you know, it's a very nice route to run with so much energetic and loving people that are mending our water points and beautiful weather. You know, the day we ran Makonjwa 2024, the weather was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. The people that were on the road, they were doing miracle signs and wonders. The cheering was at another level. The water points were so stocked up. There was nothing missing on that particular race, on that particular day. And I remember very well the first water point. It was, I won't mention the name of the company, but it was mended by young people. You know, young people sacrificed. They woke up very early in the morning to go and set up, and their water point was the best because all the people, as they were coming uphill, that was the first water point that they got, and it was so refreshing, it was so recharging. They were singing, they were cheering them up, so it was so beautiful. Slayelo, don't be fooled. There's no Makonjwa mountain.
Toughness.
No, there's no toughness there. There is Nandi Pela. We cruise. Yes, we cruise until yes.
Just before we close, Bellas is known to be the first of everything. You guys, you were the first to do a gala dinner to honor your runners. You were the first ones to have sport. You were the first to get Maki in Nelspruit, Maki the bus driver, and the first to get Fundiswa.
Yes.
In Nelspruit. Now, are we expecting more first things in this new year?
Let me correct you. It's not a sporty, it's a bucket hat.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Our bucket hat is not a sporty, it's a bucket hat.
Cool.
Yes. Sana seo. Yesterday we had a first of its kind, a joint collaboration.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Queen of First.
Yes.
Queen of First.
Yes.
I see.
History was made yesterday where we had a first collaboration with City of Mbombela where we were marketing the chalk of the Bushveld. That is the first of its kind. Like you were saying, we're always the first in everything, we have a surprise for the first of everything for our upcoming races. I don't want to spoil it. I want people to come and see for themselves the first that we're having for our GBVF race, what we are having for the first for our Makonjwa race. I'm not going to mention that. It's a surprise. It's wrapped in a foil. Watch the space. Keep watching, keep listening.
And this is Bellas Athletics Club. Yes, their joining fee is 420.
Yes.
And you download the forms on their Facebook page, or you just call the chairperson and they will be assisting you. And the number to call when you want more information is +27 2603-8787. That's the number that you get in contact with in order to join this club. And the email address, can you give me the email address?
info@bellasac.gov.za.
info@bellasac.org.za.
Yes.
That is the email address that you get. Chairperson of Bellas, we continue to aspire to inspire.
Yes.
And thank you for the lovely work you're doing. It might not. I don't think it's easy to have a big club and there's a name that the Bellas is called as. It's a running club with the eating problem. Hey, hwa jiwa mo. Hwa jiwa go Bellas. Are we expecting any nkomos, or are we expecting any gushas? Because you are known of gushas. Are we moving to mbuzis this year maybe?
2025. We are not mboozing, we are not nkomoring, but we are eating healthy. We are eating organic meat. We are specializing in kudus, in impalas. We are not gusharing. We don't want to be fat, but we are going organic. So yeah, Bellas Athletics Club, it's a club wherein we don't believe in people coming to run and then after running we give them water and let them go home. We always have something. We fellowship together as a family. We always have something that we are sharing. We might not tell the audience now because we don't want everybody to come to our tent after the race because we'll be heavy, but there will definitely be something that we'll be eating at the end. There will be always something that people can, nibble on, fill their stomachs, replenish the energy that they would have lost as they are running. So yeah, there is something. On Saturday, I'm gossiping, I'm done.
Well, as you heard, races are held on Saturdays in Nelspruit. So whenever Bellas is hosting a race on a Saturday, there is food after that. Listen, my name is Phumzile Jacqueline. I am Mrs. K. Hashtag Gijima Studla Movement. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please keep on subscribing, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family. We are on www.youtube.com and it is Mpumalanga Runners Podcast. Face TV, thank you very much. My production team, you always make me look so beautiful. Hashtag Aspire to Inspire.